everybody, I hope you're having a good day out there because I am going through a lot of pain out here. I keep trying to record videos. There was a new update to my recording system that I use. Maybe there's some issues. I don't know what to tell you. There's been some issues. I've been trying to record videos. I've had some great games, and for some reason they have not been recording, and I'm getting upset. I'm getting frustrated, but I hope you are having a great day. And let's see if we can just recover a little bit. Just imagine in your head that like an amazing 8-move win with the Elephant Gambit, and imagine a Wagon Gambit that's like the greatest game you've ever seen in your life. And then just remember that you're gonna have to imagine it because they didn't get recorded. Okay, so but we're gonna be doing an Urusov Gambit, which is the unbeatable opening. And at least this time, maybe we can get something fun. Now, there are some ideas here. So they want to defend this way. So I bring my bishop out first. And the main idea in this attack, this is a very common line of the Urusov Gambits. One main idea is to go here and try to remove this bishop, which I assume is still true on g6. g6. So here I just want to remove this, which they are allowing me to do. So I will do it. Usually they play bishop to e6 in order to prevent you from taking this bishop. But let's see if they have actually anything planned here. So I get material back technically, and I still have a very strong attack. I assume this is the most annoying. I mean, this might also be quite good. Let's keep him under as much pressure as possible, though. Okay, they're giving up an exchange. I don't really understand what is happening here. But let's keep him under pressure. If this pawn moves, I'm probably taking this and taking here. You know, it's been a while since we've had like just a good little feels good game. Maybe we can just have a feels good moment where we just play something and it just works. Now is there something like epic here? Did he? So he wants me to take this so he can take my bishop, but I declined that offer. It's a very kind offer, but I guess I should decline it. Okay. I'm gonna go here. I think they're gonna play this move though. I have all of these very strong bishops. There should be some like just glorious finish here. I will try to keep this guy alive. Maybe he has this move, but then maybe I can just play something. I mean, there's some... Ah, no! They're never a feel-good game. Always a blunder. Every game. Yeah, he's got here, but what else am I meant to do? Okay, I can't go there, obviously. All right. Well, the opponent has survived this, but I'm still up quite a lot of material. So hopefully a bishop up, I can demonstrate some technique. Hopefully my endgame technique is slightly better than the the middle game technique. I'd say we can give a score. Opening technique, oh, 10 out of 10. Middle game technique, dude, like maybe a 5 out of 10. But let's go ahead and check out this endgame technique. Endgames are all about simplifying into winning positions. He's gonna come in. He's gonna go take that pawn. I'm not gonna care. I'm just gonna push this guy all the way. My bishop is already on the right spot. I'd say some pretty solid endgame technique here. As long as I come up with the right place for this rook. We're just gonna make a queen. We're gonna call this one a day. Thank you for at least letting me potentially. You know what? He's coming in. He's gonna defend. Oh, I got checked. Endgame technique, I'd say like, ooh, like a 4 out of 10 probably, but like good enough. Come on, man. Is this stalemate? No. You almost had me there, but you got squares. You threw me for a loop on that one. But it's not a stalemate. But it was a fun win with the Urusov Gambit. We can take a quick look at it, because this is a really fun thing. If you play the bishop's opening, You're going to see knight f6 all the time. You play d4. And basically, this is already a gambit in itself because people can take. If you play knight f3, they can take this pawn. Now, the point of this is that you're able to take back with the queen. You've developed 3 pawns already, and this is the unbeatable Urusov Gambit. I made a video for the St. Louis Chess Club, and I know that's how a lot of people meet me for the first time. If that's you, welcome to the Vampire Chicken channel. I hope you subscribe while you're here. But the main point is that you're going to be able to get such a quick attack. And the computer says that it's around equal, maybe slightly better for black. And this is a very common way of continuing. Opponent gets castled. I think we've just played actually like the main line, or at least the most popular line in the Lichess database. But then at some point, if knight to c6, which is obviously very tempting, you can bring your queen over, and this guy's coming back, and just this idea of coming in and taking the bishop is very strong. So my opponent played d6, which is some idea that they want to be able to bring this bishop back. So obviously you can start with rook h to e1. I will point you in the direction of a certain master game, if I can find it. This must not be the exact game, but there's some famous game that had this thing. Look up, I can't even remember the name of it, sorry. But you know what, just trust me. A good idea is to play bishop to d3 instead of starting with this. And you're setting up the idea of taking this knight, removing the defender of the h7 pawn. And h6 and g6 are what you're going to see most often. I'm more familiar with this because this is even like a pretty good move, but obviously you can almost always just take this h6 pawn, and there's never really any ideas of moving this guy somewhere useful. I think a lot of people will try moving this guy away. If they do take, it's just a very dangerous attack. But the problem is you always have some very strong attack against the black king. Now, in our game, they played g6. I play rook h to e1. And if I hit x, it's going to say, x is the same as hitting this button up here, show the threat. So now if it were white's turn, I'm just quite simply threatening to take this bishop on e7, which is a very, very strong threat that my opponent ignored. So you basically have to play bishop to e6 in a position like this. And I did want to point this out because g4 is a very common tactic, although it's a very complicated move in these kinds of positions. And I think if I hit x again, the idea is going to be to play bishop to f5 in order to try to remove like a defender somehow and let us get to that bishop. So if I hit x, bishop to f5 is actually the threat. And it's a very complicated thing. But, you know, even though you're taking this way, we're trying to get this bishop out of the way to take this guy. It's just so important. And if the knight moves away, then it's pretty easy. I think somehow we should be able to get pressure on this guy. It starts with rook takes, pawn takes, and then taking this knight. So this is one of the possibilities. So we actually just remove the defender. So if they take with the knight, you remove the defender. And if they take with their bishop, then you can go through with this idea that is very strong. So even though you leave this pawn hanging 2 different ways, there's always a solution for white. And your idea is to play bishop to f5, which will take a lot of people by surprise. Now in our game, this didn't happen, so I was able to take on e7 right away. Then I'm able to take this knight, and now I'm completely winning. And just a little bit of solid technique from here, and we're going to be right there. Now, let's see how well I actually played this. So I decided to go for the material. Bishop takes g6 did not come to my mind. But I guess you can't take with your h-pawn or you're getting checkmated. So this is kind of cool. And then this would have removed this defender. Wow, okay. A lot of really strong tactics on the king side that are worth knowing. But taking the material should also be fine. This should be very good. Now I take here. And I imagine around here that I missed some crazy stuff. I was looking for a place to put this bishop. But like if I go to d3, then obviously they should be able to take here. I have to answer some tea-related questions. We're going to a tea room for my daughter tomorrow. It's her birthday. She wants to go to the tea room, and we're going to have a little bit of a tea party. But now I'm kind of probably threatening. Like, let's hit X. Let's see what my threats are. I'm threatening queen to g4 or queen to g3 with a mating attack against the black king. But I couldn't figure it out, so I let this guy come back. I can take here. I figured this was strong, but I didn't see exactly how to get an attack with the 3 pieces that I had left. And then I allowed this trade. So you know what? At the end of the day, not exactly perfect, but hopefully you did learn a lot about this opening. Hopefully you found it a little bit interesting. And if you'd like more videos like this, please make sure you subscribe because I make chess videos every day. See you later.